Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's project. This week we're going to take a $100 bill, shredded, cast it in clear resin, and then make a bowl. So we're going to call it the money bowl. And also this week we're going to be doing a giveaway for reaching 20,000 subscribers.
If you don't know, I'm from Maine and I live in Maine, and this is a Maine state. It's either a charm, a Christmas tree ornament, a keychain. These things unscrew together. So there will be a green one pictured and a blue one with a smaller, whatchamacallit, a smaller ring. So that's one. These two things together are one. The second thing is a resin tic-tac-toe board. Now, I don't want the X's and the O's to fall, but there it is. Pink, orange, teal, and silver. So, tic-tac-toe.
So to enter the 20,000 subscriber giveaway, you're going to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll have links to those in the video description. You're going to subscribe to this channel on YouTube and comment down in the comment section on this video, tic-tac-toe. I really appreciate your support. So here comes the money bowl. Don't go anywhere, and make sure to watch the whole way through. Hello everyone, and welcome again. Starting with Total Boat resin. Here I'm using the thick set, but I didn't, that's all I had on hand. I should have used more appropriately, should have used the medium hardener in the non-thick set, the 2-to-1. But I need to get some more. This is all I had. It looks red because of the mixer, but it is clear resin. And once it's mixed thoroughly, I'm gonna put it in a bowl that was in my scrap pile. $100 shredded. So the bowl is a leftover bowl that was a practice bowl some time ago, maybe a couple years. It still had a mortise in it, and I thought it would be good to cast the money in this. That way I could turn away the wood part. And the piece of 2x4 that you see is just so I didn't use as much resin. And it could just easily be turned away. Putting it in the pressure pot. And leaving it for several hours. Taking it out of the pressure pot and seeing how many bubbles or not. Hopefully not. I was pretty happy with it. I did let it sit for a few more hours just because it was a thick set. It didn't, it needed to cure a little bit longer, pressure pot or not. But here I am using the mortise that was already in the bowl. Making sure it's secure in the 4-jaw chuck, and I'm starting to turn away the piece of 2x4 with the bowl gouge. Just going slow here. Again, this is probably a 2-year-old project, and I just wanted to make sure it doesn't fly off of the lathe. Wasn't completely in balance, as you can probably tell. So I'm trying to turn the 2x4 flat with the resin so I can have a place to put a Forstner bit without it sort of catching. If it was in the cone shape, I think it would have moved and caught and put it way off of balance. So once it's pretty flush with the existing resin, I'm gonna put a Forstner bit in the drill chuck and make a hole. I started with the Easy Wood Tools carbide negative rake here, thinking I could go faster on that, but inevitably here is the Forstner bit. I use a couple different sizes. First this small one, and then the larger one. I need to get a new set of Forstner bits. This one is the old Ryobi set and it's not really sharp anymore. If you have recommendations for Forstner bits, what brand, let me know down in the comments. Freud, I think, is a good brand. Whiteside. But if you have a brand that you like, let me know. They can be expensive, Forstner bits, especially if you get a set. So if I'm going to spend money, I just want to spend it once. And this is with the Easy Wood Tools carbide negative rake. Getting into some resin now, as you can see. Just trying to take away some material. And also starting to turn away the wood. Again, this was just to enclose the resin, so I don't want to keep the bowl per se itself. Just it was used just as a form, really. And the wood turned away pretty easily. Just being careful as I get closer to the resin, not to get any catches. Little bit of a different angle here. Still have some wood that I'm turning away with the Carter and Son bowl gouge. Trying to get down to the clear resin. You can see some of it is, but some of it is not. I'm going to be leaving the bottom of the bowl the wood and creating somewhere to hold it, because this mortise is not going to be strong as I get down to getting most of the wood away. So this is something that I'm turning because I'm gonna hot glue it on there so I can make a tenon. You see double-sided tape there from a previous project, so making sure it's flat and the two can go together pretty flush. And once I have a tenon turned, I take the flush cut saw, and use the tenon and put it in the 4-jaw chuck. Here I am with the Easy Wood Tools, also a negative rake, trying to get a smooth finish on the outside. So as I mentioned at the beginning, I should not have used thickset. Although the project came out fine overall, I would have had an easier time turning if I used the 2-to-1 mix with the medium hardener that I usually use. I just didn't have any on hand, so I fought with it a little bit. It tended to gum up. So not Total Boat's fault, it was my fault for using the wrong one. Again, it turned out fine, as you'll see at the end, but I just would have had an easier time with the 2-to-1 medium hardener. getting the curve to tool rest to make it a little bit easier to turn the inside. I should mention, if you're new to the channel, if you just found the channel, thank you for being here, and I always link all the tools and products that I use down in the video description. Some of them, not all of them, but some are affiliate links, so if you purchase items, I do get a very, very small commission, and others I don't get anything. They're just products that I use and recommend. And I would never put any products in there, affiliate or not, if I don't use them and recommend them. Starting with 80 grit, I have a lot of sanding ahead of me, and lucky you, I don't share every grit with you, but I start at 80 and I go all the way up to 3000. I start wet sanding at around 1200. So some denatured alcohol just to see what we're dealing with here in terms of how clear it is, and still some sanding left to do. So here's 1000 grit. And I didn't show it all, but I started wet sanding at 1200, 1500, 2000, and this is 3000. And I use the Axe polishing paste. Coupon code down below to get 15% off your Axe order. And if you haven't tried it yet, you really need to try it if you do any type of woodworking. It's great stuff. So taking it off the lathe here and going to give you a peek. Still have to turn off the tenon, but other than that, it's the money bowl. Can you believe that's $100? Some beauty shots here. Don't forget to enter to win. Comment tic-tac-toe down below and make sure you're subscribed and following me on Instagram and or Facebook. Let me know what you think of the money bowl. I appreciate all the comments and the support. Thank you again for getting over the hurdle of 20,000 subscribers. The money bowl seemed appropriate for getting over 20,000 subscribers somehow. $100 bill. I don't know who would shred a $100 bill. Not me. So, thank you again. Until next week. Peace out.